Well, we're starting off right back where we started with the 240. The diff was going great. Obviously, I had just done that small burnout in the snow, but about 2 hours later, after I cleaned off the driveway and got the car out, I was getting ready to put it on the trailer. So I went down the street and I was going to turn around. At about 30 miles an hour, the rear end locked up on me. Now, it's not that big of a deal. Yes and no. It probably damaged something in the rear end. I was able to reverse all the way back to my house. It's fine. With that being said though, I went out and bought another diff that is actually already welded. Let me show you that. So I went and picked this up just this last week. It's already welded. We'll crack that open and actually look at it to see, make sure that we're not gonna have the same issue, but I think what happened with this is one of the plates was fighting me when I was welding it. So I think it didn't get enough heat into it, and it ended up popping off and locking between the pinion and the ring gear, which locked up the rear end. So when I backed up, it popped out, and I can drive it around right now, but I'm worried about it doing it again because that plate's probably just laying in there. So we're gonna pull this diff out. We're gonna get this one in. We'll inspect this diff, and then we'll go from there. And before we can even start, I can tell you this isn't gonna work. Not the simple fact that it's not gonna fit, just the fact that it's actually a different diff. So this one that I got is a S14 LSD diff. So the difference is let me show you up on the car. So the difference is these ears that come off. On that other one, it actually has room for bushings, where this one is just solid mounted. There's no other mounts, it just bolts up and in. So what that means is I just need to order some bushings for that one so I can get it in the car. So I'm actually just gonna hurry and pop this open and look at it, because now I'm really curious what the inside is if it's actually welded or if it's just LSD. Let me show you this. It is in fact an open differential that has been welded. So it's about as good as I had it welded in mine, which still is holding. I think the plate just popped off. It's not limited slip, so whatever I looked up. But it makes me curious what this rear end ratio is. I'll probably look up and see what I can find. While I'm doing things to this car, I want to see why the fuel level sensor only reads about halfway. See what happened when I put it together. I just took all the bolts out and this thing smells awful. It's just terrible. Maybe not. Alright. Any bets this is just terrible, nasty shit? You know what's crazy? Is that fuel pump is brand new. As well as that fuel filter. So can you see that? Oh my goodness. It's a good thing I did pulled this out. I need a new fuel filter. You want to see this? Yeah, you do. Look at that. That is garbage. Alright. Well, let me check to see if I have another fuel filter. I think I ordered one, but I'm not sure where it went. I will replace this fuel filter, but for right now, we're just going to chemically replace it. Oh yeah, that cleaned right up. Ooh. See all that? See all that greatness? There we go. It's as good as new. Maybe we'll pop it off and just make sure there's nothing in that pump side. Alright, so I got the rod out and pulled this up. Gotta be careful, there's a little spring back under there, but I've been cleaning the little circuit board, contact points, both sides. I need to clean this rod up, it doesn't turn very freely, so don't mind the mess, there's a lot going on. Anyways, alright, so up here's one of the lines came off, and this is the one that actually goes to the fuel sending unit. So I'm just going to take and solder it up real quick. Got this here burning, getting ready. So we'll just get it soldered up real quick and we'll pop it back in and we'll see how everything works after fixing it. Hopefully that's all good. Let's put it back in. So I have you set up over here because the camera died on me. Really a big surprise there. Not really. But I'm going to set this up on a time lapse. We're going to try and get this done as quick as possible. So while it's on the time lapse, I'm going to play my music, play you something. Let's enjoy this, have some fun. This video is taking way longer than expected, so let's wrap it up and go for a little drive. And the rear end whines.